I first heard about Little King's story when Marvelous Entertainment, who is distributing the game, put out a press release in Japan saying, "Please God, pre-order our games, they're so cool." And that's the first time I ever heard about Little King's story, so I went and I looked into it, and it looked so cute. It looked really, really cute. I had no idea what it was about, what kind of game it was, nothing, but it looked cute. So eventually I picked it up, and I started playing it. And before I knew it, I had spent a good 10 hours on the game. It's a little bit like Warcraft meets Dokapon. You are this little boy, and you don't actually get to see the scene where he becomes the king. You come into it right after that and you just hear about it. But apparently he followed some mice into a cave and he found this crown and scepter and put him on, and suddenly he was the king. And this guy and his pet cow come and start hanging out with him and say, "You're the real king, oh my god, I spent my entire life looking for a real king and you're it, how cool!" And that's Hauser, a man of unlimited ambition. He wants you to take over the world. And that's kind of the point of the game. You start out with this little tiny village and you wander around and you kill the guardian monsters in the area so that you can expand your kingdom from the little village to a big city. And once you've done some of that, all of a sudden Hauser comes back to you and he's like, wait a minute. We thought we conquered the world, but we didn't yet. There's a whole bunch more world. So you have to go and you have to defeat the Oni king, and once you do that, then you'll have conquered the world. And then once you defeat the Oni king, it's like, wait, there's like 6 more kings! Oh my god! So it's kind of this constant one-upping. It's actually pretty fun. You know, none of these tasks are so difficult that you'll feel like, oh my god, I finally did it! What do you mean the princess is in another castle? It's not that. There's a lot of different stuff you can do in the game. Like, in addition to actually building your city, you obviously go around and fight all these monsters, but then one of the boss battles is actually essentially a really, really, really difficult game of pinball. You also get to prettify your kingdom, and you get to go on quests. You pick up all these princesses, and each princess has a different quest for you. One of them wants photos of all the famous places in the area, and one of them wants you to scope out all the foods in the world, and one of them wants you to scope out all of the bad guys, all of the monsters in the world. So there's a lot to do in the game. I haven't gotten bored yet, and even though it's so ridiculously cute, it's not super easy. I'm playing it on normal mode. There is a hard mode, and I believe there's an easier mode as well. And I found, you know, like for example, that pinball boss, holy crap, that took me forever. I went in, I tried it like a half a dozen times before I realized I just wasn't at the right level for it. So I went back, I spent some hours doing a bunch of different stuff. Finally I went back and it still took me another 5 tries before I actually got it, because the basic idea is, you know, the bad guy is the pinball. And you have to bounce him around and try and make him lose weight, which he does as you hit things. I wish I could do that. Oh, lost a pound. So you're trying to bump him into a rock to make the rock go away. Once the rock goes away, there's a fork behind it, and you're trying to get the bad guy on the fork so that he deflates. It's really cute. If you can put up with any kind of like really cute tongue-in-cheek antics, then you would really enjoy this game because there's so much stuff to it. It's a really good buy, I would say.